Every few years, someone declares SEO is dead. It wasn't dead when Google added featured snippets. It wasn't dead when mobile-first indexing rolled out. It wasn't dead when voice search was supposed to change everything. But this time, something actually is different. People aren't just searching on Google anymore. They're asking ChatGPT. They're asking Perplexity. They're getting answers from Google's AI overviews before they ever click a single blue link. So the question isn't, is SEO dying? The real question is, how do you get found when the search engine is actually an AI that reads, summarizes, and answers, instead of just linking? That's what this series is about. And in this first episode, I'm going to break down two terms you're going to hear a lot, GEO and AEO. What they actually mean, how they're different from traditional SEO, and why you need to care right now, not in 2 years. Let's start with what's really changing. Traditional SEO was built around one core behavior. A person types a query, Google returns 10 blue links, and the person clicks one. Your job as an SEO was to be one of those 10 links, ideally in the top 3, because that's where the clicks happen. That model isn't gone, but it's no longer the only model. Now, a huge share of queries get answered directly. Google's AI overview reads several sources, synthesizes an answer, and shows it right at the top of the page, often with no need to click anywhere. And a growing number of people are skipping the search engine step entirely. They're opening ChatGPT or Perplexity or Claude and just asking their question there. In both cases, there's no list of 10 links to compete for anymore. There's one answer, and either your content shaped that answer or it didn't. That's the fundamental shift. We've gone from get clicked to get cited. GEO stands for Generative Engine Optimization. It's the practice of optimizing your content so that generative AI systems, think ChatGPT, Google's AI overviews, Perplexity, Gemini, actually pull your content into the answers they generate. Here's the important distinction. Traditional SEO optimizes for ranking. GEO optimizes for retrieval and citation. Those sound similar, but they're not the same game. A page can rank on page 1 of Google and still never get referenced by an AI answer engine because the AI isn't looking at rank. It's looking at relevance, structure, and how easily it can extract a clear answer from your content. Think about how these systems actually work at a simple level. When you ask ChatGPT a question with browsing enabled or ask Google's AI overview something, the system is pulling from a pool of indexed content, evaluating which pieces most directly and clearly answer the question, and then synthesizing a response, sometimes citing sources, sometimes not. If your content is vague, buried under fluff, or structured in a way that's hard to extract a clean answer from, it gets skipped, even if it's technically accurate, even if it ranks well in classic search. So GEO is about making your content the easiest, clearest, most citable source for a generative system to pull from. AEO stands for Answer Engine Optimization. This one's closely related to GEO, and honestly, people use the two terms a little loosely. But here's the distinction I want you to walk away with. AEO is specifically about optimizing content to directly answer a question in a format that any answer engine, AI or not, can lift and present as the answer. This actually isn't brand new. AEO has roots in the older world of featured snippets, that box that used to appear above the search results with a direct answer pulled from a web page. What's changed is the scope. It's no longer just about winning one snippet box on Google. Now that same discipline determines whether you get picked up by AI overviews, voice assistants, and chatbots too. So here's a simple way to separate the two terms in your head. GEO is broader. It's about your overall visibility and citation worthiness across generative AI systems. AEO is narrower and more tactical. It's about structuring specific pieces of content to directly answer specific questions. In practice, you'll use both together, but understanding the difference will help you diagnose problems later in this series, because a GEO problem and an AEO problem require different fixes. Now, I don't want you to think this means throwing out everything you know about SEO. A lot of it still matters. Authority still matters. Sites that generative engines trust are built the same way they always were, through credibility, backlinks, consistency, and real expertise. Technical foundations still matter. If a page can't be crawled or indexed, it can't be retrieved by an AI system either. Good, genuinely useful content still wins. That has never gone out of style, and it's not going to now. But here's what's different. Format matters more than ever. AI systems favor content that's easy to parse. Clear headers, direct answers near the top, well-organized lists. Walls of unstructured text get skipped. Being cited is the new being clicked. your success metric is shifting. It's not just about traffic anymore, it's about whether you show up, by name, inside an AI-generated answer. The results page itself is shrinking. Where you used to compete against 9 other links, now you might be competing to be the one source an AI decides to summarize from it all. And one more shift worth naming, a lot of AI answers don't send any traffic back to you at all. Someone gets their answer inside ChatGPT or an AI overview and never visits your site. That's a real trade-off we'll talk about later in this series, because visibility and traffic are no longer the same thing. Some of you are thinking, this sounds early stage, maybe I can wait and see how it shakes out. Here's why I'd push back on that. The businesses and creators building GEO and AEO practices right now are the ones who'll already have authority and citation history baked in by the time this becomes standard practice. The same way early SEO adopters in the 2000s built a moat that took years for competitors to close. This isn't a maybe trend. Search behavior has already shifted. The only open question is how big a share of your traffic goes through generative answers over the next 2 years. And for a lot of industries, that number is already significant. So, to recap, GEO is about optimizing for generative AI systems broadly, being retrieved and cited. AEO is about structuring content to directly answer specific questions, wherever that answer might surface. Neither one replaces SEO, they sit on top of it. In the next episode, we're going deep into how these systems actually work under the hood, how Google's AI overviews, ChatGPT, and Perplexity decide what to pull from the web, and what that means for how you should be writing and structuring content. If you found this useful, subscribe. This whole series is going to build episode by episode into a full practical GEO and AEO playbook. I'll see you in the next one.